So the next phase of the meeting is the amazing LineBot Challenge hosted by Ralph Campbell, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to be right back there, so you may want to make your way back there. Ralph, take it away.
Well, so the first pass, it just tries to explore everything, every intersection. So this particular time around, it thinks it found all the paths, and so now it should just go straight to the goal along the shortest path that it found. And if there's two paths to the goal, it'll take one with less turns, equal distance. So it factors the number of turns. And if I run it multiple times, sometimes it'll find the goal, but not explore every path. And so then there's another LED that blinks, saying there's a potential, phase 1.5, where it might find a shorter path if you ran it the second time.
Is there any logic to reject? If there's, like, say, a straight line, going off
so I suppose, yes. I mean, so basically, as it's going through the map, it's recording what branches it hasn't explored. But once it finds the goal, then it'll take the shortest path to the goal, unless there's more than two or more unexplored branches. Because if there's only one, it could only be a dead end. So it's smart enough to know that much. And so that's the phase 1.5, where if it sees two branches it hasn't explored, you can press the other button and say, try go exploring the ones you haven't seen.
Pretty good guesses.
Otherwise, if you just press sort of the first button and just go.
You ready for another run? Another contestant? All right, let's see if we do any better this time.
Long and skinny. Doors and things. I mean, you can apply heuristics in this class. I would define.
Fingers crossed.
You have how many line sensors? One in the middle and two on each side?
I have three in the middle to track the line. And then I have three to further out to track look relative.
Yeah, it's from Pololu, zoom out.
Wow.
You also have better results.
Yeah.
Well, once you get it's unmodified.
So the eyes light up too much.
Yeah.
Come loose or something.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's okay. Keep going. Keep going.
Hey!
We'll see what happens. Looks like he'll survive level 1, but he might not survive level 2.
Is that low battery or is that?
It's like a mapping error. Like he's found something that doesn't compute. Like he wasn't expecting whatever he just saw. And yeah. But
well, the way I do it is
I'm not 100% sure why, but you picked up a false
all five have to be dark.
on a reading or something. Or what, I don't know. Usually that's what it is. My tiles at home are so old, they're really rough. There's actually spots on the white that don't reflect. That's why I get false heads.
Really?
But it knows enough to
Yeah, it's been so long. Well, my tiles are really old. They've been 3 years, right? So they've been through a lot. Make a fair and cook, all kinds of things. So they have some really rough spots on them. I guess they just don't reflect that much. See, when he hits a bad hit, he'll do that. Back up. Oh, Lord in heaven. So close.
Try it.
Just like have somebody take a picture with their phone and then calculate the best route.
Give it a shot. I know it's not going to get that kind of field review. Yeah, it's not good. There's a bond line sensor and we used to have to make one, right?
We don't have
I'm
it.
very happy. Actually, I was looking to attack it as a computer vision problem, but just looking at approximately, 1 square.
I've always wanted to do live follow up live. Why? I actually search for it. With the upload, just a camera upload. Yeah, I tried it, like I said, on my cat.
I mean, if it's a picture of an angle.
Well, I guess when I can do my effective transformation, be able to words and they have a little parameter of the words that you want to use. Tonight, I should have switched to right. So you see.
Mine doesn't even matter.
I have another project.
But so
I don't know, I was doing 2 trans for calling up, so I was just doing a threshold.
Yeah, okay.
So that was easy. Expected to go that way. Teleoff it all the way to the goal.
Yeah.
If you're teleoffing it,
Just to get it back on the line. Has it lost again? Just 1, 2. Occasionally you actually see testing of an assistant. I've seen it's actually still chambers. Back, try again. Okay, anybody else want to have a go, Mark? Mark?
what if you
Have a go? Mine's going to take all night to spin around. All right. Not get anywhere.
So this is a fun little bot called Moto Mouse, and you notice a nice little funny little mouse face, which is anywhere oohs and aw, how cute. Okay. Anyway, Moto Mouse has gone through various things. It used to be a light-seeking robot with a little psychoptic eye. Now it's this, and this is my funnest new board here. It's a little 7-sensor line sensor board that's a subsystem to the main product. So I said product, I didn't mean product. But it's got an M0 processor on it that tried to load a 4mm by 4mm package hand loaded with 0.5mm pads. It takes some practice, but I think I got that down. So my fun part is putting that all together for this. Then I started getting the software ready for actually following, and I'm using wheel encoders to do the turns because it turns out I was trying to go past the line and turn until the line got in the middle. That is prone to major error. So I'm cheating and using, well, I'm not cheating, I'm just using the wheel encoders instead. So anyway, he goes kind of slow though because I didn't want to press my luck here. Now on the display, you see all 7 line sensors read out on the right with numbers. I made them go from 0 to 9. So you can see his intensity of how he sees them. Oh, the important thing about this is when it's in dev mode, I turn off the motors with this switch. So when you're actually going to want to go somewhere, it's important to turn the switch back on. Just one of those technical things, you know. Anyway, so he gets back these numbers from 0 to 9, and I get pretty darn good response. And fortunately, Ralph gave me a few of these tiles, so I was able to make sure that the distances were good. And so you can see the numbers, and then it converts into asterisks on the other side. So at a glance, you can just see where it thinks the line is relative to the thresholds you've set. Then with the 7 sensors, it's able to kind of correct, and it really hones in on the line pretty well. Again, I should have sped it up, but I decided not to. Ah! It's a right-seeking, so it's gonna doesn't care about the rest of the maze. It's got this maze. Ralph, gotta have at least one left and right turn. So fortunately, it's slow, and the maze is easy for it, so we won't be waiting around all day. But then when it's all done, it shows you what directions it took, what paths it took on each of the lines. No! That's the easy part! I can't believe this. Alright. Cheating time. I'm sorry. Now that what it did right there is it said, I'm not really happy with what you're doing. I can't believe it. Should have gotten that piece of cake. There's a piece of cake, but blew it. No phase 1 tonight. Oh well. Anyway, it was fun making him because the line sensor's brand new. It was like a new board and all that kind of stuff. And I got it all up. It's a little subsystem, and you just ask it, hey, tell me what they are, and it comes back with all the numbers.
So one of the things I had to do was to ignore any transitions at the halfway point. One clip.
But unfortunately, I can't blame that because there's no transitions. It's right in the middle of the darn tile. So.
Well, but the edges of the tile.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, there he is. That's anyway, Moto Mouse, bad Moto Mouse, bad Moto Mouse. Who coded you? Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. We're not going to go there.
It's a nice little display. It's pretty readable.
Yeah, the display, I put a lot of cool information on all kinds of directions and stuff we can talk about. But it gives me all kinds of information about what decision was,
Take one more run. Anybody that's got a robot that
which
can move,
it's saying, I'm going to go forward, I'm going to rotate right, all that kind of stuff.
just get your robot moving, okay?
But I put it all in there. So
Yeah, see, this is only a little bit 2 by 8.
it's hard to put a lot of info. Yeah.
A level 1.
It really
Yeah, it's also like I didn't think it was but like since then I remember doing like as a you don't think that information is there. But you're like, yeah, no, we're doing that is way too close. It actually is.
Follow the line. Just bang bang.
I try to keep this
It never actually picked that little
He's essentially doing a left-hand wall.
yeah, but all of these back and it seems there's nothing
There's a moving line.
and then it'll just back out. Yeah, or right there.
Well, now it's doing, it's basically, if you look at it, it's just left-hand wall. So left-hand wall following, and pure left-hand wall following. And theoretically, if you understand the geometry, once you get that on the circuit, but once you've been very circuit, there's stuff here, and you can deduce.
all right, foul! Who made this page?
Alright, so anyone want to try running with the goals in the middle? Okay, alright.
It would be, right? Because if you detect the end point of a line, it's finding the end is simple. Just finding the look below the inside.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that have to give you a bunch of hand signals?
I remember looking into it. The one that worked better than this was the one that I found worked well is just lines and then
Basically, you get a whole bunch of lines. So, like lane markers.
yeah.
You get all these dash lines. So what you got back is a whole bunch of dash lines. And part of the software exercise is to extrapolate all the dash lines from the lane markers into an extremely lane line. So there's something here given the fine signals.
I got the yeah, so this
Well,
5, 6, 250 gig hard drives that are tired out of stuff. But I need to catch. I have some of well, I think the one that yeah, well, I keep your drive. It's like $5 like rack mount caddies are ridiculously expensive because all those people shred their discs and they don't bother thinking about the caddies for shredding. So there's an actual caddy store. Without charging your gold.
so when it's traveling along here,
That's one of the problems I have mine with the